Yeah, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ad Tim here, back with another video. And I'm sorry I've been gone for so long, y'all. You know, school started and getting ready for college, handling the college lifestyle, work, all that. And school's always first. But today I'm going to show y'all the best slashing builds, in my opinion, and the best new big build for me. Now, everybody's making pure reds that can do everything like set screens, but I want to make a shooting big that can spread the floor for my guard. Everybody got set screens. Now this first build here I'm going to show you is the build I made. Now the thing about this build here is you got to be patient with it. Don't expect to be shooting straight off the rip from a hash, top of the key, all of that. You got to get the badges. Like for me, it took me to get 6 to 7 badges before I started shooting mad consistent. Now I should have put clips in there of it, but I haven't used this build in a minute because I've been using my stretch. Now stretch is what's going crazy and I love it. I'll have clips of this build, what I've been mainly doing with, and the play style of it, and the build, some gameplay of my stretch also. Now, me myself, I know it's a blue yellow, but I didn't need all the extra finishing. I only needed 16 because I knew the badges I needed to dunk. And I wanted to spread it out so I could also get lock take on mine. Now there's many ways you could upgrade this build if you want to be specific. I'm going through it, checking it out. And me myself, I knew what the role was, so I got rid of the post fade, put it into the free throw, which in my opinion wasn't probably the best idea, but then I realized what I would be doing with the build, and that's mainly slashing, so I'm going to try to get to the line also. Now right here, I chose the build body shape because, I mean, it's kind of a cheesy body shape. I didn't want to go barely, I don't like the way it looks. Now 6'5" to me is the perfect height for any guard. You know, I'll go up on the wingspan also, it doesn't matter, and I chose lock take because lock take is amazing. Cheesy, you get cheesy animations, it builds you all that. Now this is one version of the slasher you can make. The next version that I'm about to show right here, excuse me, I have to delete a couple of my player builder files. I've been experimenting, you know. But the next version I'm gonna show you is another, basically the same thing. It has the same title, but it's built differently. And that's what I don't really understand about this game. It can't really be a slasher if it can do more than just slash. Like they should have put sharpshooting slasher or something at least. But it's another version of this build, same point guard. I never really made a shooting guard. I don't make shooting guards. No, the same thing here. So it's gonna be the new blue pie chart, the one that's a little bit more blue than green. Now this build here, not a bad build at all. It's actually a really amazing build. I played against it, it's pretty good. If you upgrade it right, as I'm about to show you, you don't get the crazy contact dunks, but you'll still have contact dunks, as you say. And you only get Hall of Fame finishing badges, so just think about that before you go any further with it. Now, the difference here is you're not going to have the Hall of Fame quick first step that's been going crazy online. Also online, we need to talk about, I'll talk about the most OP build right now, and that's the play shot. For this build here, it's still a pretty good slashing build also. I myself wanted at least 15 playmaking badges because it's amazing. You can never go wrong with 15. They need to buff Unpluckable also. The guard that I run with, he doesn't even have Unpluckable on. But as soon as he put it on, he got ripped. But this build here, you're going to have to go up in the wingspan to get a higher driving dunk. 84 driving dunk, and if you hit 96, you'll get the crazy contact dunks. This is still a slasher. You have the smaller contact dunks, but not the big ones. Not a bad build at all. It can shoot, space the floor. It just doesn't have Hall of Fame quick first step. Now, another build I'm going to show you after deleting more files. Another build I'm going to probably show y'all is another slasher build again, because there's so many different ways. I don't really see a point in being a pure yellow this year. Everybody's either making yellow greens or something else. I've only seen yellow greens. Jesus, that's really all I've seen is yellow greens. Now, this is the green blue pie chart from last year with some of the old threats. It's still a really good pie chart. The only difference is it's going to be the same as 2K20. You're going to have to grind to unlock contact dunks. But once you get there, you're there. And please take notice that I should have said, to get all the pro dribble moves this year, you need a minimum of 85 ball control. So some of these builds you need to look closely at because you won't have all the good handles at straight off the rip. This build here, I'll go 6'5" again because I just like 6'5". I don't really like shorter guard builds because they get bullied in my opinion. As you can see, it's another slasher. Because I want to be different. I didn't really want to just make a straight up play shot. I don't really like hopping on the meta wave like that. Even with my big build I'm going to show you. Now, there's nothing wrong with this build at all. It's pretty good. Of course, there's all types of different builds you can make. Another version of the blue-green I can show y'all. Now I'm going to upgrade this also. Put a little bit here and there. Trying to get a minimum of 13 to 15 playmaking badges at least. I'm going to upgrade it. Get the same amount. Maybe 12 finishing, a little bit less. Too many badges. I'm going to mostly go for 16 here. This is another balanced build. I know you're not really supposed to upgrade the interior defense, but I upgraded just in case. I don't know, I feel like it helps. Most YouTubers say it doesn't help. I think it does. It just varies in y'all opinion. But same thing here, I'm gonna go 6'5", same weight, I don't really touch the weight, and go up in wingspan. If you want this type of build, it's not a bad build. It's not really a slasher type build. It's more of a balanced build, so you can drive, you can shoot, you can dribble a bit. So that's one of y'all who was into the type of 3-level scorers build. Now, I'm going to show y'all my big build. Now my big build, I love it. I'm shooting from half court, hash mark, you name it. I can still get a board also, as I'm about to show y'all. Now I'm about to show y'all different ways to build this. Now this is the pure green. It's going to be a stretch. Now there's many different ways you can build. You can make this a slashing stretch, a playmaking stretch, or just a straight up two-way. Now most importantly, I knew what I wanted to do, so I maxed out my shooting, except for my free throw, of course, because I mean, it's free throw. I'm not really going to be in the paint anyways with this build. I'm a stretch big. Maxed out free throw. Upgraded everything in defense because I need to be able to get a board. I'm going to be playing 2s, 3s. I want to run the big man and put all the boards in my hands, unless it goes out of reach, of course. So this is one way to build it. This is the more slashing stretch big. I chose 6'9". Most people are choosing 6'10" with their builds, but I don't really see a point of that at all. Because it's gonna be the same thing. And if I max out the wingspan, I mean, look at the takeovers you're gonna get. You're gonna get your sharp, your post, and your rim. Now, this is one version of stretch 4 you can build, and that is how you get sharp take. Obviously, because post take there's no point, and I mean. Rim take's not bad. You can get rim take on it too, because I mean the shooting's already high enough. Now I'm gonna show you another version of this build. It's gonna be 6'9" again. Now it's still gonna be another 6'9" build. I'm gonna space it out a bit, and I'll probably show y'all the difference between 6'9" and 6'10". But that's up to you to really decide. I feel like 6'9" is better because I'm still kind of fast, and I'm gonna be able to horse the big. Because I'm going to get glass take. So even with me being shorter, the glass take's making up for it defensively and offensively. Now I know you're probably thinking defensively isn't that what rim take's for? Nah, not at all. This is the more playmaking type of stretch big. This is what Clutch DF has. And he's a really good stretch, I should check him out. Now this is also one way to get glass take. But most people are still going to choose sharp take. I myself personally, I would choose glass take. I'm 6'9", and I need help. I'm probably going to need help getting a board over, say, a 7-footer if there is one. So I chose glass take on my main stretch big build myself. Now I'm going to go show you all the badges. I'm going to break down the badges, what they're going to look like, and everything like that eventually. So another version of this build I'm going to show y'all is, of course, the pure green again. Now this is the one I made. I, of course, maxed out the 3, maxed out the mid, maxed out the post fade. The essentials that you're going to need to get the job done. And if you want to play the 1v1 court with this build, you're going to have a 95 post fade. Like, just think about that. You're not going to miss any fades. Just put on deep fades, hot zone, hunter, maybe even green machine, throw that in there. This is the way I made this build though. It gets 4 playmaking badges. And you should have a little bit of inside also. That's what I love about it. I chose built, of course, 6'9", of course, or you can go 6'10". I showed you the difference briefly there. You can pause if you want to look. I upgraded the weight until it's in a 70 interior defense. That is very important, a 70 interior defense. And you're going to have max wingspan again, obviously, and you get glass take. Now, again, I'm going to show y'all some gameplay of me on my slasher. I'm gonna bring in some gameplay here. So on my slasher, you gotta understand y'all role this year. If you make a slasher, you need to slash. If you make a shooter, you need to shoot. If you make a balanced build, I mean, you can do a little bit of both, but my main focus with this build was to be able to shoot a little bit and then get to the rim. My mistake with this build is probably still went with the first part chat I had in my first video, because I didn't think shooting was going to come out like this. Do I regret it? Not at all. This build is still amazing, because at first I was going to give up on this build. I almost deleted it, honestly. And then I realized I don't have hotspots and the right jumper. And that's what I needed to work on, was getting the right jump shot. So I got my jumper, which I'll show in the comments if y'all want it. I got my jumper, and I handle business. Now right here, we're going to break into my stretch. And shout out to my boy Toxic for helping me get about 20 clips yesterday, y'all. That's crazy, isn't it? 20 clips in one day. I literally just finished high school and college, and we just went crazy in the park. We only lost 2 games. 2 games, maybe 3 games. We didn't lose that many. Now, the most key badge here, the first couple badges you need to get on your stretch. You need to get Hall of Fame Range Extender right off the rip. Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter right off the rip. Then go into Hall of Fame Catch and Shoot. Those 3 badges, because the way this game is right now, everybody's making whites. You don't have to even be good at the game. You just have to go one direction and fade. And that's disgusting. Literally, I'm going to keep these clips rolling instead of editing, because I'm going to show you what me and my boy Kelvin went against. Literally, everything we played was a paint beast and a play shot. Or a glass and a play shot, except for this group right here, which I knew it was going to be a good game, because this is the first ult threat I've seen or went against. And it's the first 3-level scorer I went against. Now, my friend was warning me about this build. This is a green-red 3-level scorer, and it's a really good build. It's a mid-range specialist. It's dangerous, y'all. Do not sleep on this build at all. It gets like around a 70-something mid, I should say. And excuse me for coughing. Just woke up a little sick. But now this gameplay here, I'm gonna show you what I do. I understand my role is to stretch big. If he's gonna leave it, I'm gonna green it, of course, obviously. And now, the main problem with this is you need to learn how to adapt. If they're playing your pick and pop, you need to start rolling. Now, what's funny about this clip here is my friend, he fell asleep. So I had to call him mid-game to wake him up after, I think this possession I had to find my phone. But they're still sagging on a stretch for it. Never sag on a pure green. Don't even sleep on a pure green. What I will say is, I haven't really seen a green-red shoot from hash mark yet. Most of them have been in the corner. So, if you're going to be a green-red this year, I recommend using Hall of Fame Catch and Shoot and the Hall of Fame Corner Specialist, because that's going to get the greens regardless. Right here, I walked up, green again. Like, come on now. And we're going to break in the shout out to my boy Rank 1 Joe, who stayed up till, we stayed up till around 4, just getting clips, having fun time playing. He did great, helping me out. Shout out to all my friends that I run with also, actually. I appreciate y'all for playing the game with me, helping me get such amazing clips and gameplay, and making fun memories playing this. But right here, this is what would be my favorite clip, I should say, is this clip right here. We were beating them terrible, y'all. Like, I'm not going to play defense. Look at the score, 18-2. I said, hey, yo, let me get a clip. So we're breaking it down, we're running back. Come all the way back here, because this game's retarded. Why couldn't he just pass it in? I say, let me get it from back here. First shot, green. Look at that. Crazy, crazy green. I'm going to show you another clip again. Because we're going against the same thing every time. These guys beat us because whites are freaking broken. As I've already said, whites are terribly broken right now. I made 6 whites in one game. I'm not no like God or nothing, but I mean, look at this. Whites are terribly broken. All you really need, you don't even need sharp takes sometimes. I don't even know what's the point. They say they're creating a skill gap. But me and my friend Tux, we literally lost the game because this guy's shooting fadeaways from near the 3, getting slightly late, slightly early, they're going in. And the one standing jump shot he took was a white, and it went in. So where's the skill gap in that? In any regards, please tell me. These guys right here, we played 2 to 3 times also. It was a pretty good game. I wouldn't hit on, but the main point of showing this to y'all is this is all you're going to see. You're going to see a glass lock and a play shot, or a paint beast and a play shot. There's no diversity anymore, except for that one team with the 3-level score, which I enjoyed playing. They kept it competitive, and this one team we played, which was Lisa, was also a stretch. Also, if you're a 6'8 big, you get custom jump shots that are different than regular bigs, because the big I went against, he had pure Dwayne Wade, and he was lights out. But thanks for watching the video, guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for checking my boy out, and I'm out.